After delivering a record number of cars, NIO soared up the most since December. So, NIO had a good December, and what does the future hold? It seems like IKEA is overthrowing the supply chain issues and is striding forward. Will the stocks also boost up shortly? Hello folks, welcome to yet another exciting video. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so that you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Within the last few weeks, a lot has been happening with the stocks, and there is a chance that NIO and IKEA will boost up. A couple of days back, NIO established its 800th battery swapping station in China, hence strengthening its foothold in the country. So, what does it have to do with the furniture manufacturer giants IKEA? Although the alliance sounds unlikely, the EV maker's NIO has indeed signed up a coalition with IKEA. The 800th battery swapping station was established in China in collaboration with the Swedish furniture company. The partnership began from the small area which the Swedish company owns in Hangzhou, Zhejiang province in eastern Chinese province. It's just the beginning. The swapping station launch on the site is just the beginning, and with time, you'll be noticing more such stations in IKEA malls. In a nutshell, you can say that the idea will become familiarized in everyone's mind quickly. IKEA is undoubtedly one of the most famous or familiar brands. Being well-known retailers, they have always addressed climate changes and actively promoted eco-friendly ideas and green development. So, collaborating with NIO wasn't never a bad idea for the company. So the partnership, according to the EV manufacturers, will actively promote green sustainability and take up the picture to a functional level. The company also added that IKEA would be an additional guardian working for a common cause. A few days back, NIO established 2 battery swapping stations in China. The other one was launched at its headquarters site in Shanghai. What NIO had achieved in a short span is pretty incredible. In China, the EV makers have about 28 destination charging stations, 76 supercharging stations, 72 battery swap stations, and also have additional access to 35,000 third-party charging piles to date. In the past month alone, NIO managed to add another 100 battery swapping stations, with an average of 3 stations hitting the country every day. Another data states that it took 43 days to boost the number of stations from 700 to 800. Similar to what the company said regarding the hike in the number of battery swapping stations, all these boost up will help the company to have a great 2022, and what has been achieved so far are indeed significant milestones. According to the company, they are striving to boost up the figures and achieve a milestone of over 1,300 battery swapping stations within a year. Hence, they will be able to pitch in a more convenient battery swap experience to its users within this year. At the time of recording the video, out of 800 NIO battery stations, 200 are located along the main highways, hence making it possible and accessible for its consumers. So, this collaboration, in short, is like a cherry on the top and will mature into a great deal. The EV makers could have a good year and, while at it, could more than double. So, hand in hand, the stocks of both these companies are believed to boost up soon. The Deutsche Bank analyst Edison Yu also backed the statement that NIO stocks will double. The analyst published a comeback roadmap for the Chinese EV maker a couple of days back. Although the stance looks positive, a momentary slump in stocks can be seen. In the past year, the NIO stock dropped by about 35%. However, the delivery number was a real lifesaver. Edison Yu also lists a couple of factors that will hopefully trigger a rally. Yu rates NIO as a buy and says it has a price target of $70. The rating implied that the stock would move up by 100%. In 2021, the EV makers increased the deliveries by over 100%. However, the shares of multiple US-listed Chinese endeavors plunged as investors were concerned about the increasing regulatory risks related to delisting and Chinese market oversight. Edison is much more focused on fundamentals than the regulatory potentials that may pop up in the future. Or all these regulatory fears might prove to be a myth. The analyst declared that there would be 8 catalysts that would pump up the stocks. The first factor is that the EV maker is planning to start delivering the brand new ET7 sedan in March. According to Yu, the company will likely unveil its 6th model EV around mid-year. The next factor is upgrading NIO's driver assistance. It features a potential boost. Also, the all-new ET5 is planned to be shipped later in 2022, while ET7 will arrive on German roads around the same time. And the 6th model could be shopped by year-end. So that's too many catalysts now itself. The 7th catalyst is the improvements in battery, which is also expected to hit the market later this year. The final trigger is that the company will announce a lower price and mass marketing of vehicles by the year-end. If things do work out in favor of NIO stocks, then they will undoubtedly regain some lost mojo and get back on track. Before experiencing a decline in 2021, the shares soared up by roughly 1,100% in 2020. As a matter of fact, the rest of Wall Street doesn't disagree with the analysis you came up with and thinks his perspective is on point. Over 85% of analysts believe that the company stocks are initiating a buy signal. It also has a far more than the average buy rating ratio for stocks in the S&P 500 at about 55%. The average price target among analysts is $60 a share, slightly lower than Nio's call, but a figure that still suggests profits of almost 90% from current levels. On the other hand, Chinese authorities have been reducing EV subsidies for 2022 and entirely withdrawing them in 2023. Moreover, the government has recently eliminated a long-standing authorization and now permits for full foreign ownership of passenger car manufacturing in a much-hyped EV playground like China. Despite all the positive triggers, the investors are puzzled by the extended downtrend, and investors wonder what could be in store for the EV stocks in 2022. An intense competition surrounds the sector, and stringent regulation might induce further headwinds for NIO. So, the investors might think about waiting on the sidelines for a short term before investing in it. Among 26 analysts polled, NIO stock has exhibited a consensus buy rating. The consensus of 25 analysts for the one-year median price mark hovers around $58.43, suggesting an upside potential of 95% from existing levels. The one-year price estimates for the stock hovers between $37.74 and $87.64. However, the truth is the perceived political risk encompassing the NIO stocks is highly overblown. Along with macroeconomic concerns related to inflation and Federal Reserve policies, it has struck NIO hard. Some investors began ignoring NIO's extraordinary performance and concentrating on the notion of delisting. The truth is, NIO is well positioned for incredible development over the next couple of years. The promising means to play NIO is in the midst of the risk-off environment. Recently, multiple fears have slipped into the general market, provoking investors to flee to security away from perceived risky tech stocks such as NIO Inc. In combination with these negative sentiments towards China, it has resulted in the EV maker taking a significant hit on its share price. Also, as we mentioned earlier, the fear is overblown out of proportion, and there is little or nothing to fear at all, according to the analysts. With time, the entire investor community will come to conclude that the EV stocks are indeed promising, and the fear will eventually succumb. On an upbeat, the collaboration with companies like IKEA is a great catalyst to boost the stocks. What do you guys think? Will 2022 be a year in which NIO will hit major zeniths? While these questions can only be answered by time, analysts still believe that NIO stocks are promising. With that, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video informational and wish to see more content, please hit the like button. Do let us know your opinions in our comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure to turn on the post notifications so that you always get notified whenever we post a new video. Till then, keep watching our other videos. We will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.